Hey guys, this is my Aramith glow-in-the-dark pool set. It was purchased on eBay. I already have a pool table and I wanted to change the look of it so that it would be a little more interesting to play in the evening when my friends were over. Just going to talk you through basically what comes in the box and how to set it up. It's pretty easy to set up, but there are still a couple of things that, if explained to you, will make it a little easier. And I noticed that there was no review or any instructions or even a video of these glow-in-the-dark billiard balls on YouTube, so I thought I'd do one. So anyway, this is the box it comes in. You will get a set of glow-in-the-dark balls. Now mine are on the table, which I'll show you in a minute when someone answers my phone. So you get the 12 balls. Obviously, I'll show you those now. You have the cue ball, which is white, and then the play balls. Obviously, you have solids and stripes. The only real difference here is that the 8 ball is white, and that will be a little more obvious in a little while when I switch the lights on. So this is my pool table. It's just an old pool table that I've slowly been resurfacing and making better. But anyway, that's not all it comes with. It also comes with quite a considerable amount of this green plastic tubing here, which I had some spare, so I just put it along my railing here. And this is supposed to go around the inside of the bumpers around the table to give, well, it's quite a good effect. And now obviously you want this to be quite tight in here, and this is actually more difficult than it looks to get it in here. And what we ended up doing is I've got quite a large size pool table here. It's one of the larger ones, so I was worried that I'd have enough to go around, but there is enough piping to go around a big pool table and still have a large strip left over. So don't worry about whether it will fit your pool table or what to do. Now this little piping, it comes with some springs. Now obviously that's a pin in the end of here, but it will come with some springs, and there's two different types of springs. There is there's a long spring with a hook on the end, and a short spring. Now the short springs are to go between the pockets, kind of like this. However, I think that's going to get in the way. It's going to be a pain. I don't really want them sticking up here in the edge. Obviously, if you wanted to do that, you just put a spring in each end of the small spring in each end of the bit of tubing, and you jam it in the pockets and it's all good. The longer springs, you push these into the end of the tube in here like so, push it in, and then you get a stapler and you staple it in place. You can put 4 in all the way around. Just make sure they're good and tight, and that is the best way to keep the spring inside the tube. I think just for a second you can just see the staples, yeah, on the spring holding it in. Now what I did, these are quite cheap and nasty on my table, so I burnt a small hole through it, the plastic here, taken them out, burnt a hole, and then hooked it into the hole of this, so it's not gripping onto the felt on the edge of my table or anything like that. But there's various places that you can attach them, and as long as you keep it tight and taut, then that is the main thing. Now it also comes with I think it's 12, 6, 12, oh god no, 12, 18, 20 stickers. These little stickers here, which go over the markers around the edge of your pool table, and comes with a little package of these things, little rings, which go over the end of your pool cues. You can put 3 or 5 on or whatever, and they glow up quite nicely as well. However, when you're doing this, bear in mind that the stuff that is on here comes off and goes on your fingers. This is something we learned, and before you know it, you've touched your face or you've done something silly, and you've got it all over your face and all over your head, and that's never good. Anyway, I'm going to put you down for a second here, and I'm going to turn my lights on, so hold on for a second as I grab my stuff. Now I've got 2 40 watt bulbs, so they're quite good, they're quite strong, they're brand new rather than the little one, and I got these from pretty much from Kent, Canadian Tire or whatever, and I got a ballast that just plugs into a normal socket at the top, and then I'm running an extension cord just normally to a wall. So this is just, you know, a brief thing rather than the full setup. But anyway, I'll turn some lights off and let you see it glowing. I suppose I better switch this on, and then we'll kill the light. Now obviously as the light gets hotter, the temperature of the lamp increases, the effect gets better. But as you can see, it is pretty striking. Once the lamp warms up a little bit, you'll see it glowing even more. I'm going to go nice and close up on most of this stuff. See these little stickers they put around the edge? They glow up amazingly well, considering. And the piping all around the edge of the table, because of the UV lamp there, just glows up amazingly well. So it is pretty easy for you to be able to have a pretty decent game of pool on this table. The white ball doesn't glow up as much as I thought it would, but that's because the black ball, which is now white, I think it's so that you don't end up hitting the black ball as the cue ball, which I've done a couple of times. Now, I was thinking that these balls were going to be more fluorescent than they actually are. Kind of, you know, more like something like this, really kind of glowy and bright, but they tend to be brighter and clearer. It's like they glow up more of a white colour than a glow in the dark colour. And but very easy to play still. And sorry, I've got a pool cue going over the end of the table there. Very easy to play, very straightforward, and I think personally well worth the money. Now it's Halloween at the moment, so I've got all kinds of other glowy rubbish everywhere, neon paper and stuff, and we've decorated the room up a little bit. I mean, this didn't cost a lot to decorate up a few things. I mean, this skull, just sprayed that with some neon paint, and it glows up amazingly well. Other little things like bracelets and pens and things like that, it's all good. And of course, you know, he who is playing should look uber cool, unlike me. But anyway, I'm going to break some balls so you can have a little look. See if I can straighten the camera up a tiny bit and try not to knock this off the tripod. Hold on 1 second. See if I can break. As you can see, you know, it's playable, it's glowy, it's nice. And the end of the pool cues, as I mentioned, they glow up pretty well, but you can see the paint sort of spilling off it already. So anyway, this is the Aramith glow in the dark pool set. I hope you liked the video. Please feel free to comment and let me know if you're buying one and what you think of yours. Post up some responses by all means. It would be nice to see everybody else's if anyone else has a glow in the dark pool set. So thank you very much for watching my video.